Good morning, student. In this session of this electrostatic charges and field, part 4, we are going to discuss about the electric dipole and the electric field intensity due to an electric dipole on equatorial line, on axial line, and torque on an electric dipole. Before this one, in the previous slide or previous class, we have discussed about the electric field, electric field intensity or electric field strength, electric field intensity due to a point charge, superposition principle, electric line of force due to a point charge, due to dipole, due to equal and like charges, due to uniform field, and properties of electric line of force. All these things we have discussed in the previous session. Now in this session we will discuss about the electric dipole. So dear student, what is electric dipole? Dipole, it means that it is having two poles. So dipole means dipole means it's a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. So here you see, here I have taken charge minus q and here I have taken the charge plus q. The separation between them is 2L. So an ideal dipole, if you want to derive, then these charges becomes larger and larger. These charges becomes larger and larger, and the distance between them becomes smaller and smaller. So that is the case of the ideal dipole. Or you can say the distance between these two charges is very small. So that is the condition for the ideal dipole. So now here I have shown you these two charges minus q and plus q separated by a distance 2L, and here you can see here vector p. So vector p is nothing but the dipole moment. Dipole moment is a vector quantity. It is the measure of the strength of an electric dipole. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल मूवमेंट, इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल की स्ट्रेंथ क्या है. इफ़ यू वांट टू डिसाइड दैट वन, एंड इट विल बी डिसाइडेड बाय द इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल मोमेंट, and it is given by vector p is equal to magnitude of the either of the charge q into twice L into I cap. So you can say that this is the magnetic dipole moment in the vector form, or in the magnitude you can write p is equal to q into twice L. This is the magnitude of the dipole moment. So here you can see the magnitude of the dipole moment is the product of magnitude of the either of the charge and the distance between the two charges. So simply you can write p is equal to q into twice L, and the dipole moment vector always its direction is from negative to positive. That means this is the direction of the dipole moment, negative to positive charge. The SI unit of dipole moment is coulomb meter. So these are the basic things which is related with the electric dipole. So in the next one we will find the electric field intensity due to an electric dipole. Means if you are having a dipole, then what is electric field strength of the electric dipole? If you want to measure the strength of the electric dipole, moment, then you have to take a test charge, and you have to locate that test charge at different situations near this electric dipole. That means here I have shown at point P, I will keep a test charge plus Q0. Plus Q0 is the test charge I will keep at point P on the axial line. What is my axial line? Axial line means when you will join these two charges, or you can say the dipole moment, then to this side or to this side, that is the location of the axial line. So here on the axial line I have taken this charge, that is the test charge at point P. So now how this diagram you will get? Suppose you have located here at point P test charge plus Q0 is a test charge located at point P at a distance x from the center of this electric dipole. So what is the meaning, or what you can say about the from the center of the dipole? Why you are taken from the center of the dipole? That means generally we are locating here the center of this dipole. That means this one is L and this one is L. Therefore, total distance is 2L. That we have defined also. The distance that is the length of the dipole is 2L. So we are considering in the center. From the center, you are taking the point P at a distance x. So my question is, why you have taken from the center only? Why you are not taken from any other point in between these two dipole moment to the point P? So try to see the answer of this question. So now you see here, once you have located the point P on the axial line at a distance x, now I want to find out the strength of the electric dipole at point P, or electric field intensity at point P due to this dipole. Now you can see here the charge minus q is here and plus q is here, or you can say the plus q charge is near to point P, that means your test charge here at this point P, and negative charge is little bit away from this one. So on this test charge q0, the force due to this charge minus q placed at point A. Now you apply the Coulomb's law. So the force will be attractive. That means test charge is positive test charge and this charge is negative one. Therefore, the direction of the electric field EA is shown in this direction. That means you can say towards this negative charge, because it is a attractive force. Similarly, this charge, test charge at point P, is near to this charge plus q. So this charge is plus q. Test charge is also plus, having the that means you can say the charge positive. Therefore, the repulsive force will be between these two, or you can say charge plus q will exert force on this test charge in this direction, that is given by EB, because the charge plus q is situated at point B. Therefore, I have used the symbol that is E suffix B, that is electric field due to the charge which is placed at point B, that is nothing but your positive charge. So these are the directions here I have shown, that is EB is away from this you can say charge plus q, since the repulsive force, and EA is attractive, then it due to the minus q charge. Now the next question is, here you can see in this case EA, the length of this EA I have shown greater than this EB, length of the EB is greater than that of length of EA. Direction already you have shown. Why it is so? Because the force exerted by this positive charge on the test charge, which is very near, will be greater than that of the charge which is far away, that means which is away from this charge. Minus q charge is here, so minus q charge is little bit, you can say far away from the charge plus q. Therefore, its attractive force will be EA, it will be lesser. Or in a simple language, you can say that plus q charge is near to the test charge, therefore its force will be more than that of the negative charge. Okay. Now, dear student, here you see, as you are taking the center of the dipole, so this length is L, this length is L, and x is the distance where you are keeping here at point P the test charge plus q from the center. Now, here the vector of E and EB are collinear and opposite. In this figure you can see these things. Similarly, EP, that means what? Resultant one. Now you see resultant electric field at point P, it is given by E suffix P and its magnitude. So ultimately you can say it will be EB minus EA, which is given in this formula. Now you have to calculate the value of EA in terms of vector, as well as you can find out in terms of magnitude also. So vector EA is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon x plus L. You see x plus L. So due to this negative charge, x plus L upon this q upon x plus L bracket square into I cap. So you can see the direction of this one is towards this left side. Then similarly for this EB, you can say that the electric field at point B due to the charge plus q charge is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon x minus L I cap, that is towards the, you can say, right. So from this one, the resultant electric field EP is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Putting this value in this equation, you will get this q upon x minus L bracket square minus q upon x plus L bracket square. Then solve this equation in a simple mathematical way. You will get the magnitude of resultant electric field EP is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2 into q into twice L into x divided by x square minus L square whole bracket square. So you are having the formula for the dipole moment, or the magnitude of the dipole moment is given by P is equal to q into twice L. So I put this value of P q into twice L as a P here. So this equation for the resultant electric field at point P will be you can say will be calculated by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught twice px upon x square minus L square whole bracket square. And in vector form, you will get resultant electric field 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught twice px upon x square minus L square whole bracket square into I cap, where this I cap is a vector which is pointing from negative to positive charge. That is the meaning in the vector form. Now see here, I am applying the condition. Now L, that is the length of the dipole, if it is very less than x, that means this length of dipole length is very less than whatever the test charge you are considering on axial line. If that distance, this x, is very large as compared to the L, so you can neglect here the L, because here is L is very smaller than x. So ultimately you will get the magnitude of the electric field at point P, which is far away from the dipole, is given by EP is equal to 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. Now you see here, this x and x to the power 4 will get cancel, and therefore you will get here x cube. It means that the direction of the electric field intensity at a point on the axial line due to dipole is always along the direction of the dipole moment. You see here, it is very important, along the direction of the dipole moment. Already I have told you, this is nothing but the direction of the dipole moment, that is from negative to positive one, and you are getting the resultant electric field EP whose direction is also towards this side. That means the direction of the electric field intensity at a point on an axial line is always along the direction of the dipole moment. So in the examination also, the questions are asking on this particular topic, that you have to find the electric field intensity on the axial line. So I think you understood this concept. Now we'll proceed for the electric field intensity at an equatorial line. So what is meant by equatorial line? So equatorial line means, if you are having this charge minus q and plus q, join these two charges, okay. So at the center you will draw the perpendicular to that, so you will get this type of line, and on this line is called as an equatorial line. So on this line you have to take the test charge, you have to locate the test charge for which the electric field intensity you have to find at that particular point. So you can locate here also, you can locate in downward direction also, and you can find out the direction of the electric field intensity at that particular point on the equatorial line. So this is related with the equatorial line. Now see here, the equatorial line, here I have taken the point at this point Q. That means test charge I will keep at this point Q, and I will join this QO, the center of the dipole. So ultimately you can say this length is L and this length is L. Similarly, for this particular distance is Y I have taken here. That means from the center, the point Q or test charge is placed on an equatorial line. Okay. Now I want to find out the electric field intensity at this particular point on the equatorial line. So student, how to find that one? Now you are having these two charges, minus q and plus q. These two charges are there, or you can say a dipole is there. So because of this charge plus q, listen carefully, because of this charge plus q, what will be the direction of the electric field, or you can say the force on this stage charge placed at point q? So this stage charge is positive, this charge is also positive, therefore repulsive force will be there, therefore that force or electric field will be in this particular direction, that is EB. B means at point B you have kept charge plus q, therefore the electric field due to that charge is given by E suffix B. So this is nothing but electric field EB away from this unit, you can say along the BQ. Similarly, if you take this charge minus q, so due to minus q charges, the electric field or the force on this charge, test charge, will be attractive, so it will shown EA. You can see here this direction out, that is EA. That means you got here EA and EB, EA and EB, electric field due to charge minus q and electric field due to charge plus q on the test charge. Here the direction is shown here. Now again you see the direction I have shown in equal magnitude also. Why? Because if you take the magnitude of these two, then the magnitude will be also equal. That we will see afterward here what will be the magnitude of this electric field. So now you see you got this EA in this direction, EB in this direction, EA in this direction, therefore you have to convert that one into parallelogram. So you can say that the resultant electric field EQ will be in this direction. Now complete the parallelogram here. Now see this angle is theta, so this angle will be also theta because it's a alternate interior angle. Similarly, this angle is theta, this angle is also theta, you can say that is the corresponding angle. So the total angle here, you can say the total angle is 2 theta. Now we have to find out the electric field intensity at this point P. So here EQ is nothing but EA plus EB. Now see here EA plus EB, how I have got done. See this figure I have shown here. So electric field intensity, when you will complete parallelogram, then the electric field intensity EB, this EB is having two components, EB sin theta along this component and EB cos theta along this component, along this one. Similarly, due to this one, EA sin theta will be in the downward direction and EA sin theta in this direction. So you can say that EB sin theta and EA sin theta will cancel each other because they are in opposite direction and equal in magnitude, therefore they will cancel each other, but EA cos theta and EB cos theta will be added here. So I can say that the resultant electric field EQ is equal to EA cos theta due to electric field EA and EB cos theta, again electric field due to charge plus Q, so both will be added here. So by adding these two, you will get electric field intensity is equal to 2 upon 2 pi epsilon naught Q upon x plus L, x square plus L square into L upon x square plus L square raised to 1 by 2. So this one, after solving, you will get electric field intensity, resultant electric field intensity 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q into twice L, x square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. Just to solve this equation, you will get in this form. So we can say that after putting the value of here the dipole moment, you will get this final equation. Electric field intensity at point Q is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon x square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. So final expression you will get here in case of equatorial condition. So now you see here resultant electric field direction. So resultant electric field direction in vector form 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon x square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. I have put the value of a dipole moment here. So P is equal to Q into twice L and here minus I cap. It means that the direction of the electric field, resultant electric field in this particular figure, you can see in this figure the direction of the resultant electric field. Here the direction of the dipole moment is shown, that is from negative to positive, and the resultant electric field direction is in this direction. These two are opposite to each other. So in case of equatorial line, you got both are in the same direction. That means resultant electric field intensity and direction of the resultant electric field intensity and the dipole moment are in the same direction in case of the axial line. But in case of this equatorial line, you got the direction of the dipole moment and resultant direction of the resultant electric field intensity are in opposite direction here. So you can say here we can indicate by this equation also. Now again I am applying the condition here. If the length is very less than x, that means the dipole moment, what is the length here you have taken? Sorry, this length is y. That means from center to this point P, the distance is y. If I will take this distance as far as concerned to L, that means this length L is very greater than y. That means this point, or you can say the test charge Q0, I will kept very far away. Then this y will be greater than this L. So in that case, in this case, y is very greater than y, or L is very greater than y. So y is always very greater than L, the length of the dipole moment from the center. So in such a situation, we get the equation that this, in this case, neglecting the L, we get here EQ is equal to P upon 4 pi epsilon naught y cube. So the distance, sorry, here you have to keep here y square. So ultimately you will get here the y cube. So the direction of the electric field intensity at a point on the equatorial line due to a dipole is parallel and opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. This is the case in case of the equatorial line. If you observe that the observation point is far away, when the dipole is very short, then the electric field intensity at the point on the axial line is double. This is again one relation. The electric field intensity on the axial line is double the electric field intensity at the equatorial line. So you can see these two equations, just this equation and that equation also. So you will get this particular equation, that is electric field intensity due to you can say axial line is 2 times the electric field intensity of the equatorial line. So these things are very important for this particular two equation. So I think student, you might have understood now the case about the equatorial line and axial line. So in case of equatorial line, you can say here on the axial line you got this relation EP is equal to here 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube here. And now here remember we have taken the distance here x, but on the other hand, in case of the equatorial line, instead of this distance we have considered here y, because here everywhere you have used the distance x here. So ultimately you can say better instead of y, if you take here x and then you use the condition, so you will get the equation in this form. So final equation, in this final equation you have got only p. You see here in the final equation you got only p here. Here it should be x, it should not be a y square, it should be here x square. So you can see that here you got p upon 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon x cube, and in case of the axial line you got here EQ is equal to twice p upon 4 pi epsilon naught x cube. So these are the things, the relation you can get here, the resultant relation between the equatorial line electric field intensity at equatorial line and axial line. So I hope these two things, electric dipole and electric dipole moment, strength of the electric field along the axial line and along the equatorial line of the dipole moment, these points are very important as far as concerned to your CBSE examination. So the next remaining point we will discuss in the next lecture. So till that time you just go through this, whatever the topic we have taught, I taught you today. So please note down all these things in your notebook, and how these equations have formulated, you try to revise all these things. Thank you very much.